When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Alabama's offense will go up. Pack first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing from your quarterback. You all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way, so look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. That guy running the football with that kind of speed.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense now.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. On target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Here's the pressure. Escapes the sack. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone. This man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Sweet cut there. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll be brought down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Direct snap. Running into the open space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They're hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Special teams proving to be special. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks.
On 3rd.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Find some fresh air. Picks up the 1st down. Smashed. Touchdown Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And down he goes back at the 3.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field.
Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! Stealing a score on special teams. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Pulls it in, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also
unloads it downfield. He's got it at the 25. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Ball State. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, this defense came into the game knowing that this quarterback was elusive and he could shake guys and make them miss, but you see the speed and athleticism they have on defense. Nice job getting to the quarterback there.
Bringing the heat. For the third time in this game, it's going to be a safety. They've got a touchdown worth of safeties. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Dropping back, it's Russell. He'll pull it down. At the 45, on his way. Wide open spaces. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Yeah, one snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. On his way from around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Young. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Slings it downfield. He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Nice move there. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. It's a running room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
What kind of field position can he help? And he loses the ball deep in his own end. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Return is tackled out of bounds.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Buffalo has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 27 over Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how. Back to throw, it's Russell. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. It's a seam wide open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Caught in the backfield. It's Horton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, he's getting headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in on the left. Running free. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Sellers. Wiggles free. Finds his big tight end. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And the Alabama offense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. QB got it himself. There he goes. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Williams. He's loose. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. His drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this one.
There he goes! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. 1st down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go on top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Flips it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to...
He's taking the shot. Reels it in down the left side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Sellers. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.